Honestly, I like being the underdog. If they think I'm not gonna win, that's all right. I'm just gonna prove them wrong.
I can't wait to see you. Wanna see if you still got that look in your eye. That one you had for me before we said our goodbyes. And it's a shame that we gotta spend our time being mad about the same thing over and over again. About the same thing over and over again. Oh, but I realize that every time I close my eyes, I like it.
Snapping necks and cashing checks.
We had to take a short intermission, y'all. That's okay because I just it's not like I ran out of stuff to say to ask this person. I can ask her stuff for 100 years, but it's not going to be that long. You've had 3 canceled bouts since you became a pro. Why are these people scared of you? Oh, dang it. Okay.
Probably my wrestling.
They're probably afraid of that wrestling. They probably are.
And then now that I'm a purple belt, I don't think that helps out that much.
You're a purple belt now.
Yeah, I just got my purple belt last week.
Okay. So you got your purple belt last week, and you still putting people down. I mean, I bet people think you're a black belt when they see you, don't they?
Maybe. I actually did have a high-level purple belt that I was rolling with her when I was a blue belt. And she's like, "What, are you a brown belt?" And I'm like, "No, actually, I'm still a blue belt."
Wow. That's pretty impressive. Hey, that's pretty impressive, Alesha. I mean, that you can go in there and roll with some of these people that's, I'm pretty sure you're rolling with, high-level competition. So, but that's good. So I want to ask you something now about, your striking. The first bout that I watched you, and again, I watched several of your fights. I watched you fight against a young lady named Kyna Sission that you got a rematch with her coming up in February. Man, yeah. Okay, you know what?
I'm excited.
We got to promote that fight real quick. So, maybe do a little quick drop for us and say, hey, tune into this fight because I don't know.
Okay, I'm fighting Kyna Sission February 17th in Southgate, Michigan. Make sure you tune in because it's going to be a great fight. I have been waiting for this rematch since the second I lost to her.
That's pretty impressive.
Thank you. I don't know, because you watched that fight, right?
Yes.
It irks me. It does. Because I was beating her, and I wasn't with SFS at the time. So I was thrown into the cage with someone who I shouldn't have been fighting. And because she knew so much more than me, like, it was kind of ridiculous looking back at it that I was actually fighting her, but I was winning. I was doing really well. And then she caught me in a submission, which is why I'm so excited for this fight, because I want to get that back.
She couldn't handle your pressure, and then, she actually, she pulled you into a guard, and then you still maintained the ground and pound, which was good. And then it's just like, I don't know, it's just she caught you. Like at the last second, she got you, and I'm like, man, this kid was going in. I'm talking about she was getting wrecked pretty bad. And that's frustrating, like to do all that work and then a submission. A single solitary tiny submission can just take the bout from you.
Yep, but that's the name of the game. That's, it is what it is, and I'm not going to make the same mistake this time.
What exactly have you learned from that fight?
After that fight, I switched gyms. I started getting into jiu-jitsu a lot. Like, I put a lot of time into it because I was not getting subbed. No.
Wow. But you're undefeated right now. You're undefeated as a pro.
Mm-hmm.
Nobody has figured out the Alesha Zappitella code. Nobody.
No. I mean, maybe these people pulling out of fights over and over again isn't doing anyone else any good because they don't know what's to come. They can see the updates on how much better I'm getting.
I think they're scared.
I think so, too.
Yeah, I think they scared. They got up on that horse and they rode away into the sunset. I think these folks scared. They can't. They must see the great wrestling, and they're afraid to, for you to get them on the ground and do what you do best, and that's dominate. Man, I'm excited. That's cool. Well, that fight's in February, and I can't wait to see it. I'm gonna be tuning in.
Awesome.
I'll be tuning in. That's like a big deal for you, right?
Yeah. Yep. After this fight, I'm gonna try to get signed to Invicta.
Invicta.
So
Steph.
That's the next step.
Shannon Knapp. Come on. This kid's marketable. Okay, she's got a great personality. She can fight. She can bang. Shannon, what are you waiting on? Get this kid a contract now. Okay, well, you're not a kid, but get this woman a contract now. Okay. Yeah, that's Shannon. Well, you know what? If you win this fight, I mean, she probably will come knocking at your door. And ask you, because are you a strawweight or are you atomweight?
I'm an atomweight, but I've fought all the way up to flyweight, so. Okay. So I guess if the matchup is right, I'm willing to take the fight.
But what is comfortable for you?
Well, I'm only a couple pounds heavier than what I need to weigh in at, so 105 is really, like, that's my division. I'm going to take over. Like, as soon as the UFC gets a 105, that's my place. Okay. But until then, if I have fight offers that me and James really see as a good matchup, I'm not afraid to take a fight at a heavier weight.
Yeah, I don't blame you, because, I think the UFC, that's a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity, so, you couldn't turn it down. And Invicta, that's like the stepping stone. They actually pull talent from Invicta to the UFC. So, wow. Yeah. I'm getting the first-hand interview right here, guys. I mean, see, I wish a lot of people would have, and I tried to find some interviews. And I'm sitting here wondering, like, why isn't, like, a million people trying to interview this person? I mean, you got a lot of talent.
Thank you. I'm not sure. Maybe it's because of how many people, it's my fighting career is really on and off right now with how many people keep pulling out.
Okay. Now, let me go back. Let me take it back a little bit, okay? Because I'm having way too much fun here. Let me take it back for you. Did you wrestle against boys in high school? I
wrestled against boys from the time I was 5 until the time I was 18. I have barely ever wrestled girls.
Now, when you beat those boys in those matches, did they start crying? Did they try to, take away your shine after you beat them real bad? I mean, what'd they do?
Well, when I was younger, I guess some would cry. Like, I would literally have parents telling their 5-year-old boy to go out and hurt me because girls aren't supposed to wrestle. Oh, wow. Growing up, I guess girls wrestling is more accepted now, but when I was young, it was not. I really had to fight for my way. The reactions were really all over the place. I would have, like, growing up, I'd have some boys crying. Like, in high school, the crying stopped for the most part. I mean, it was occasionally, like, I'd get a couple that would be crying over in the corner afterwards, but no. By the time I got to high school, a lot of the teams around me, a lot of the well-known places, they knew me. And actually, what's even better is guys would wrestle me harder than other good guys because I was a very good wrestler, and they didn't. The fact that I was a very good girl wrestler, they didn't want to lose to me, so they would have to be harder on me.
Oh, man. Yeah. Well, but you know what? I think the harder they were on you, like, the more experience that you got because it was tough.
Mm-hmm. Oh, so. Yeah. I think I finished high school with 143 wins.
That's kicking some ass.
Thanks.
That's kicking some serious ass. Like, I'm serious. That's kicking some ass. Okay?
It is.
Yeah, 143 wins.
Mm-hmm.
Is that like a record?
And it's actually pretty rare that in Ohio people get 100 wins. And I was very close to my 150th win.
Dang.
So it's...
Man, this whole thing's blowing me away because I'm learning stuff about you that I can't research that you're telling me. So that's pretty awesome. It actually is pretty good. And see, it's not the first time I'm going to see you because the next time, it'll be like a live stream podcast that we have. And it's really a great way to kind of interact. And it's cool because people see you live. And it's
yeah.
I would, man, this is awesome. But, okay, so now let me kind of keep going with this. And let me ask you, your favorite move that I've noticed in matches, you like to do a judo hip toss. Now, what rank are you in judo, and how long have you been doing judo?
Actually, everyone thinks I do judo, but I've never done judo. I am huge into freestyle and Greco wrestling. Like, if they had women's Greco wrestling in the Olympics, I would be there because I'm huge into Greco. Everyone thinks that my throws are judo, but they're not.
They're not. Well, you disguise them very, very nicely.
I probably should get into judo because I feel like I'd be very good at it.
Yeah, and I'm going to tell you, I have a big issue with commentators. I do. And you were fighting, and I'm making sure I get the match right. It was either it was Jessica Earl or it was trying to think one of the other amateur matchups. Oh, against Santiago. It was either Santiago or Earl. But the commentator kept saying, you know, Alesha shouldn't try that hip toss move because she's going to be unsuccessful. And then when you were successful with it, well, you know, I mean, she got it, but it's still a dangerous move. She shouldn't try it. Like, why are you getting so much hate from these announcers?
I don't know. You know, I feel like a lot of the fight games still really love stand-up. And I'm not exactly a stand-up fighter. So when I'm taking people down and beating them on the ground, like, I get some hate, but it's all right. I'm fun to watch. I win over crowds. Like, I can't tell you the last time that I've went in somewhere and haven't won over a crowd, because I don't know. I'm an exciting fighter to watch. Because I do things differently than most girls or any fighters do.
You are pretty exciting, and you're not afraid to mix it up. Like you're definitely not afraid to get in somebody's chest and mix it up. But I'm gonna tell you something I've noticed, and I analyze fights. I do film studies. And I've noticed from the first fight that I saw you until when you fought Alba, your striking has improved like almost like a 180. Because you were doing, and it was the one fight. No, it was the fight where you fought Sission. See, I got to get my name straight. I'm sorry, don't worry about it. I'll get it. You were fighting her, and your striking from when you fought Sission to when you fought Alba, 180 degrees, like big time. So what is? I mean, so does your coach is Jeremy, right?
James.
Okay, yeah, Coach James. So, has he been working with you intently on like jabbing, overhand rights? Because I see you doing a lot of overhands now.
We've been working on really getting my style for me, because I can't strike like a regular person. I'm 4'11". I'm gonna be smaller than almost everybody I ever fight. I think Stephanie Alba was probably one of the like only people that I've ever fought that's my size. But we've been working a lot on my striking, definitely working on my jabs, getting those good, just everything, getting me more technical and hitting with as much power as I can. I'm so glad that you're saying that it was a complete, like 180 from then until now, because I haven't fought since April, and my striking, I was actually very upset with my striking in my fight against Alba, and I'm so excited just to show where I'm at now.
Yeah, you've come a long way. Even how you place the jab. Even your body attacks. Even your kicking game. All of that stuff. Like, it looked like it was much more fine tuned. It looked like it was much more precise. Rather like you were trying to get into the chest. And I knew what you were doing in your first fight against Sis, and you were trying to get in, and you were trying to get your wrestling going. And you can see that. But now you were patient. You were waiting. You were actually waiting on Alba to make mistakes, and then you were countering. So I really enjoyed. Well, I liked all your fights because of what you bring, but I particularly enjoyed that fight a little bit more because, I like seeing young fighters mature and actually do a lot of things right. So I was enjoying that. It was a treat.
Thanks.
But now, I'm about to get you laughing here. We probably got about maybe 6 or 7 more minutes. But I'm gonna get you laughing now. I peeped a video of you, and you were trying to do a jumping knee against a heavyweight, and you fell on your butt. You fell on your ass. I mean, how you gonna explain that?
Okay, so that was against Daniel Spitz. I don't know. He's 6'7". He's a heavyweight in the UFC. I was going to watch his fight in Pittsburgh, and I don't know. I guess I just wanted to throw a flying knee, and we were gonna videotape to see how it went down because I was so short. And what you couldn't really see is when I threw the flying knee, I actually hit him in, I guess, the private area before I fell flat on my butt.
Yeah. Well, hey.
I mean, I posted that so you can see my personality. I mean.
Awesome. It's bubbly. I love it. And, he even helped you up after you did that to him. He helped you up. Like, what a gentleman. What a gentleman he was.
I know. A nice guy.
Yeah, but I bet you won't go trying to knee 6'7" people anymore, will you? Or do jumping
probably
knees?
not.
Okay, well, Now, you know what? And I want to go back. Okay, you said you're 4'11", right?
Mm-hmm.
You know what? I'm starting to think. I see why Cage Rank said that you wouldn't win. It's making sense now. I think they're biased against you because of your height. I think they're
Probably
biased.
are.
And you're gonna
Probably
see,
are.
and God, ladies, I'm putting the actual thing on the screen. It's gonna be on the screen. You're gonna see what they said that they thought you'd be dominated because I think it's because of the height.
Hmm. Um, do you know what? Because if it was for against Hinshaw, I actually believe that I was being set up to lose. In all honesty, because I had only saw one fight of hers, and her. I mean, I guess the politics of it. I really feel like I was being set up to lose, and I went in and I destroyed her.
Yeah.
So maybe I don't know.
Destruction, dominated. Uh, I don't know, decapitated. I mean, you can kind of pick one and then put it in there, but it applies to the situation. Yeah. You know, that's
Yeah.
kind of strange, but I'm kind of glad. I'm kind of glad that you're proving them wrong. So,
Mhm.
what would you tell
I
any?
know what I would. Honestly, I like being the underdog. I would rather be the underdog.
Yes, that's what I'm talking about. Yes, that's good. Well, you definitely an underdog that I'm definitely gonna pull for because it was good. And then like when you fought against Sisson, I actually thought that you were like really you were the taller person in that fight. Like I felt like it because you were beating her up like you were the taller person.
Oh,
Like
yeah.
she didn't know what to do. She had no clue. And I'm like, what am I gonna do with this girl? She's right here. She was trying to take a rest. You were still throwing punches. You know, she was trying to she pulled the guard so she can take a break. But man,
Hmm.
the height matters not. So if you have an opponent that's just trying to say, hey, look down on you, I'm gonna beat you.
Yeah. Height doesn't matter. And if I know how to strike for my height, that's what matters.
Okay, okay, I got it. That's good. Well, I tell you what, it's much improved, and I appreciate it. It's you know a future in the making right here. So
Thank you.
the last thing I'm gonna ask you, last few things I'm gonna ask is what what do you see yourself, let's say in 2 years after you're done and you completed this fight, 2 years from today that we're talking?
2 years from today, I will be in the UFC. I will be. I'm gonna be the face of the 105 division. That's what it's gonna be.
Okay, and you're speaking that into existence. I like that. Now,
Just law of attraction. I'm doing it.
now once you get into the 105 division, would the coach still get an interview with the great Alesha Zappitella?
Yeah, of course.
I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. You might hit the star status and forget about us little people. I don't know.
No, not at all.
I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. That'd be great to see because I'm glad doing this interview because looking at where like at this interview and then how much better you'll be by the time you get there, man, it's gonna be amazing. If you had a special fighter you wanted to call out right now, let's just say you wanted to call him out, who would you call out?
Anyone?
Anybody that your heart desires.
Oh, okay. I've been waiting to call this person out for a while. They just joined a different team because they were my teammate. I want to call out Elise Anderson. I want to fight her.
Elise
You know
Anderson?
what? She's a very good fighter. She's ranked ahead of me in Michigan, and I want to fight her. She signed to Invicta. Get me signed. Get that fight. That's what I
Okay.
want.
Now wait a minute. Her name's Elise.
Elise Anderson.
Elise Anderson. Elise, I hope you're hearing this, Elise, because you just got called out. Now, I mean, she probably knows you want to fight her, right?
Probably. I mean, I respect her as a fighter. I do. She probably does know I want to fight her because we're at the same weight, and we're both ranked high in the state. I mean, it only makes sense.
So, how do you see that fight playing out?
I see myself being a bully.
A boss? A boss. I like it. A bully and a boss, right? Oh, man. Incredible. That's good. So, that's the person. Okay. Now, I want to talk about coach. I want to talk about the coach now because, you mentioned him briefly, but, okay, how has this coach helped you reform your technique, give you confidence, etc.?
James Gray. I don't really think there's a way to explain him. He is one of the best people I've ever met. He can make anybody believe that they are the greatest at anything. He is so good at fixing mindset, and honestly, that's half the game. And other than that, he puts us through really hard workouts. I mean, when I got a job and I have to be working all the time at night, I can come in the morning and work with him on our own. He can help me perfect my techniques. I don't know. He's inspiring. He really is. He started his program in his basement, and he has people fighting in China and, you know, in the UFC. You know, like, he's built such, like, a great empire, and I can only see it getting better.
Wow. And you get to train with him. I mean, you get to train with a guy that's really that knowledgeable and skilled. And that's part, as I said, that's part of the reason why you actually came to his gym, because you needed a fresh look.
Yeah. I actually met him at my first fight, and I met him at my first fight, and came up and congratulated me and told me that, you know, he could see me going really far. And then a couple weeks later, I went to my first practice there, like, on the DL, like, my coach wasn't able to know. And then after I practiced there the first time, I knew I was going to go there. I knew I was going to make the switch to SFS when the time presented itself.
Wow.
And you know what, James, I mean, he's someone to help anyone. Like, I need some help. He gave me a coaching position. You know, he's someone who's going to do anything for anybody, and that's what I like to be a part of. And
he gave you the coaching position so you can train and really get what you need. Wow. Yeah. That's incredible. Yeah. You know, you don't have a lot of fighters that will, you know, stick with their coaches. You know, a lot of them, they're changing teams over and over and over, but you seem to, you know, believe in what James is teaching you, and, you know, you just believe in his program, in his system. So, but it's I mean, but look at you, you know, you're undefeated. You're striking. It's like a complete 180. I mean, you're doing a lot of things correct. I can't wait. I can't wait. I'm really a little impatient to wait till February to see this fight.
Thank you. I'm so excited. I cannot wait either, honestly. It's been so long since I've been in the cage. Like, at this point, I just want to fight.
Okay, well, you know, hey, don't punch the walls. Don't get hurt. You know, don't hurt your sparring partners, because I don't know, you got that, you know, you got that energy. You ready to go. Yeah, that's kind of what I'm notorious for. Accidentally hurting people. Really? Wow. Yeah. Man, Alesha, that's bad. That's bad. Well, you know, okay, I've enjoyed this. We're gonna kind of end it off. I always like to do this with fighters, and it's kind of crazy, but okay, what I want to do, okay, instead of me just like asking a question or dictating a person, then you get to do it back, okay? It can be a random person, but whoever name you say, the first name got to come to my mind. But I'm gonna do that to you. So I'm gonna ask you 3 names of 3 people, and the first name that come to your mind, you got to say it. But this time I'm changing it up. Now you got to do that to me.
Wait, what do I got to do? I got to say 3 names, and then whatever name comes to mind you say?
Yeah, like, okay, so I'm going to start off. I'm going to say 3 names, right?
Okay.
I'm going to say 3 names of just individuals, and then you say the first name that comes to your mind. And then you do it back.
All right.
Okay, you ready?
All right, yeah.
Okay, all right. Normally I would play Name That Boxer, but I don't know if you're pretty professed in boxing, so I don't want to put a bunch of X's on your face like I did the last person.
Goodness.
Yeah, I did. I put X's. I'll put an X on your face in a minute. So I don't want to do that to you. Okay, all right. Dana White.
Amanda Bobby Cooper. I think of her. I do. But there's a reason why, and I don't know if you've seen it.
Oh, so Dana White makes you think of Amanda Bobby?
What? No, you said Dana White, so I think of my... Okay, so, like, I don't know if you've seen, like, there's a gif where, like, Bobby goes to, like, shake Dana White's hand, but instead of going to shake his hand, she goes to, like, grab for down there, because, like, she had told him one time, like, her coach was joking, saying that when you meet Dana White, you need to grab him by the balls and be like, these are mine now. And then, so there's a video of this, of her, like, going up and acting like she's gonna do that, so that's what I think of.
She was gonna grab his testicles. Oh, man. Well, hey, it is what it is, okay? All right, okay, so Dana White gives you, okay, I get it now, I get it. You had to explain, because everybody's gonna like, what does she mean? Okay.
Yeah. But now people are gonna, like, look up that video, great.
Yeah, they are, they probably are. Hey, you guys, come on, cut it out. See you guys out there. All right, let's see, Kat Zingano.
Kat Zingano. I don't know. I feel like Tanya Evander came to mind, but I don't know why. I don't know.
Oh, dear Lord. Thank you. Oh, God. This is too much. Okay, Tanya Evander. All right. Okay. I got you. Okay. All right. Last person. Then it's my turn. Okay. Let me see. God. Let me get some I think I get a good reaction out of you. Stephen Wonderboy Thompson.
Drawing a blank. Nothing came to mind. I'm sorry.
I gotta put an X. Okay, yo go.
All right. How about Cody Garbrandt?
Intense.
Thug Rose.
Super Saiyan level 3. God, Goku. Cause she a beast.
And then how about Overkill? Hill. I don't remember what her name is.
Bully.
Alright.
Well, this is cool. Alright. Well, listen, I appreciate you, coming on today, taking out, what's today? Wednesday, taking your Wednesday to, actually talk to me. It's been fun. Anybody you want to thank, outside of Coach? Because I know you thanked him. Anybody else you want to talk to?
Let me see. I want to thank my training partners. Say Danny Berry, Christy Garr, Amanda Bobby Cooper, and Quinn Torres. I'm starting to work with him for my strength and conditioning. I already thanked James so many times. Can't thank him enough. Let me see. Who else? Tim Farr. And then my whole list of sponsors. I'm sorry if I forget anyone because I don't have it written down in front of me right now.
Got so many you can't even remember. That's boss. That's a boss.
Burrito Loco, Evergreen Campground, Black Powder MP, Anderson Precision Tool, Campbell, Griff Ellis, Frank Verdi. I feel like that's it. If it's not, I'll definitely share this and write whoever I forgot.
Okay.
Oh, Breakball Barbecue.
Breakball Barbecue. That must be some darn good barbecue.
Oh, it's so good. It's the best barbecue ever. Oh my gosh.
I figured you ate barbecue if you live in Ohio. 'Cause that's a big thing up there, right? Yeah, it is. Oh,
Yeah.
you know what? One question I did want to ask. Is your mother, Corrine, is she the one that actually shot the video of you fighting against Jessica?
Yes, she is, but she's not Korean. I'm Italian.
No. I said her name, Corrine.
Oh, Corinne.
Yeah.
I thought you asked if she's Korean. I'm like, no, I'm Italian.
No.
But no, Corinne.
Oh, okay. Yeah, Italian. Okay. I kind of assumed it was either Italian or. Okay, well, hey, that's great. Italian in your blood, because Italians like to fight.
Oh yeah.
And it's in there. Well, you know what, guys? Thank you. Oh, not guys. Young lady, thank you for joining me today, and definitely get your info out before your fight. You got to come on my live stream, and me and my live stream partner, E-Maze and Eric, we can hype up your fight. We can hype it up in live.
Just let me know when.
Okay, all right. I'm gonna tell you when, and
Sure.
but definitely, I want to get you when you don't have exams or. Oh, wait a minute, no, you're not in school, right?
I'm going to school, but it's only for the next month. So.
Okay, so then it'll definitely be sometime in January. Then I can just kind of get you on, but then that's about it. Hey, could you do a drop? Could you say like your whole name and your nickname? Because I know they call you Half Pint, so I'm like, okay. So could you say like, hey, this is Alesha, Half Pint, and you're watching Coach Shelton Harrison. I'm gonna see if you can get it.
This is Alesha, Half Pint Zappitella, and you're watching Coach Harrison.
Okay, perfect. I'm gonna give it to you. Amen. Perfect.
All right.